Hey, it's me, Emily. Happy Women's History Month. It is March. As you know, Women's History Month. International Women's Day was yesterday. I was late to the game, but I was out celebrating, of course. I wanted to go over some of my favorite ladies in the store, because we like to celebrate music made by women. The music industry is pretty male-dominated, especially vinyl. So I wanted to take a moment to highlight some of the stuff we've got in the store. First, I'm doing store copies, then I'm going to do stuff we have in stock. But yeah, get excited. Number one, I'm going to talk about Soccer Mommy. There were two indie exclusives. One was Pink and Black Splatter, which was my favorite, but we don't have that anymore. We have indie exclusive Violet vinyl limited to 3,000. I love this album. I really thought that Soccer Mommy was British. She's not. She's from Nashville. Crazy. But Shotgun is probably my favorite song on here. Fire in the Driveway. I mean, I might actually play this now after I film this. But I was playing Surfaces during Women's History Month. I'm sorry, they're not women. Bad feminist alert. But anyway, I like this album. Next one, Deep Cut. I think we've only got 1 or 2 copies left. Talk about Juliana Hatfield, Blood. Okay, this one is an indie record shop exclusive pressed on Sunburst Splatter vinyl. And this summer I was like, Mary, I'm dying to know what Sunburst Splatter vinyl looks like, but nobody will tell me. So we opened up a store copy. Don't ask me what band she was in. Was it the Lemonheads? I think so. I'll add this in if I was wrong. Let me just answer the phone. Bye now. I've never heard such a long phone call. I don't like cutting people off, and he was in the middle of his marketing spiel and whatever. Juliana Hatfield. I should have Googled while I was at it what band she's in. I think it was the Lemonheads. Okay, but while I was digging around listening to Sky Talk, I found this single that we also have. It is Juliana Hatfield and Emma Swift. And they covered Neil Young's Lotta Love for charity and Give Me Strength also. I believe this was a Record Store Day pressing. I could be wrong, I'm not sure. But it sure is cute, and it's only $14.27. So, and I think we've only got 1 or 2. But the main attraction today is Sunburst Splatter vinyl. I love this album. It's not something I would have listened to if I didn't work here, but so it's got kind of an aggressive track list. Splinter, Chunks, I hate the word chunks, Mouthful of Blood, Torture, that kind of thing, but it is really upbeat. I have this in my staff picks, and I believe I wrote on there that it reminds me of a Kohl's in 2009, and I don't mean that in a negative way at all, because I love Kohl's, or like, it kind of gives me Gilmore Girls vibes, something they play in the background, but I actually really like it. Looks kind of aggressive, but really it's like rainbows and sunshine, and something you should look into. Alrighty, Paramore, this is why. If you've been around me in the past 5 to 6 business months, you know that I will not stop talking about Paramore. I'm actually not going to pull this out because I think that we're out of indie exclusive clear, but we do have indie exclusive green vinyl, which I have at my own home because this album is great. You can't really see what that is. I actually don't really know what that is, but Paramore has been a band for quite some time now. And I've been a big fan since I was probably like 9 or 10 years old. Not to make you guys feel old, but I have a youthful glow, whatever. But I've wanted to be Hayley Williams since I was like 10 years old. Haven't accomplished that yet, but I've seen them live a few times. They never disappoint me. Did I miss the pre-sale for this one? Yes, but I'll live. But we had a listening party in our store. They leaked the album a few days early through their record label, and they had independent music store listening parties, and I hosted one, And I think I made a video about it on this channel actually, so go watch it while you're at it. But I love this album. I wasn't gonna purchase this album on vinyl, even though I love Paramore so much. I wasn't gonna purchase this. Then I listened to it and I was like, oh no. And I had to buy it. Also, Deep Cut. War Paint. What's it called? Radiate Like This. Like, never would I have picked this up in my life, but we have a store copy, and it is probably what I spend the most on a consistent basis, just because it's beautiful, gorgeous. And you know how I feel about colored vinyl, because this one is yellow. Someone coming? No. Yeah, I really like the sleeve art and the album art. It just gives me chill vibes. This is probably, I don't know how to describe, like dream pop, indie, chill, quiet. I play this when it rains. I play this when it's cloudy. I play it in the morning. I play it before I'm about to close. I'm a big fan. And it's beautiful. Let me tell you my favorite song. It is Hard to Tell You. That's what the song's called. Not that it's hard to tell you what it is. Alright. Anyway. But I think it's 3 ladies in this band. So, don't quote me on that. But I think it's 3 ladies, and I love it. Up next is Cry Baby by Tegan and Sara. I didn't include Cry Baby by Melanie Martinez in this video. But we also have that, and that's also a good one. But listen, this is vibrant, this is fun, it's cool. Cigarettes and sprinkles. I mean, I think those go together really well, but the best part is, so it's ice cream themed, whatever, right? Okay, blood on napkins, I guess, I don't know, is a sleeve art. It's kind of, there's a lot going on. But I guess if you have a razor in your ice cream, that's what happens. Neapolitan ice cream vinyl. What on earth is that? I love it. Let me tell you my favorite song. Man, I don't remember. But they're all good. I think I Can't Grow Up is good, and All I Wanted is good. And the back has a CD and a cigarette and ice cream. But really, I think that this is the main selling factor here because it's beautiful. And Tegan and Sara are 2 ladies. Correct me if I'm wrong. And it's Women's History Month. We're moving on to my staff picks. This is a Record Store Day release from the first drop of 2022, I think. But it is Sun's Signature, self-titled EP, okay? EP. So what I have written on here is Me If I Was an Elven Creature in the Forest. Very spooky music. Highly recommend this EP. It is the singer of the Cocteau Twins and one of the drummers from Echo and the Bunnymen, I believe late 80s, early 90s drummer. They are married to each other, and the singer of the Cocteau Twins is a girl. I can't remember her name. I'm really bad with names. But she's a girl boss. I have no idea what she's talking about most of the time when you listen to Cocteau Twins. But in this one, there's actual lyrics, and they're kind of spooky, creepy. Every time I listen to this, I get a little scared. But it's a really good EP. It's very underrated. Nobody knows what it is. And I gave you a little fun fact, so you already are ready to go, you know. But yeah, Record Store Day exclusive. We have a few left still. I think it is worth a buy and a listen. And you can listen to it on Spotify before you buy it. I mean, it's perfect. Okay, we have to talk about Renaissance. Let me see what I said. I said, this is a great album. It grew on me over time, but the transition from Plastic Off the Sofa to Virgo's Groove is insane, and I replay it over and over again. Beyonce, I love you. All of those things are true. It is, let's see, I think 2 LP, but there's a photo book inside. So the price point is pretty high, but it's Beyonce, so of course. And you should be willing to pay any amount of money for her. But I'm not sure what side it's on. I'm gonna guess side C, okay? Plastic Off the Sofa transitions into Virgo's Groove, and I think I've listened to the songs individually, but when I started listening to the whole thing, she did Key Change, and then it went right into Virgo's Groove, and it was beautiful. And I talk about it to anyone that will listen. So, Beyonce, Who Run the World? Girls. Possibly the best lady ever. Japanese Breakfast, Michelle Zauner. I love her. This is another one of my staff picks. I said, second record I ever bought. That is true. The first one was Laurel Hell by Mitski. That's not included in here, but we have it in stock and you should buy it. We have one left. So I said, I read her book, Crying in H Mart, after listening to her music for so long, and it made me appreciate it so much more. You can tell that her mom's death has really impacted her, but Jubilee is a happy reflection on life and love and loss. I could talk about it all day. All true. This is the last copy that we have. I think we special ordered it for somebody, and then we got a few extras. This Spotify code, if you scan it, will take you right to the album, and you can just listen at your heart's content. The concept for this album is beautiful because it's all yellow. They're, what, persimmons? I don't know, fruits. But this album makes me cry. What's my favorite song off of here? I think probably Posing for Cars. Very fun, very cool. That's like one of the 7-minute songs. The side A and side B endings are perfect and they match each other. And I just think that she's the best woman to have ever lived. I loved the book. Took me a whole year to read it, but I'm working on being like a cool girl that reads. But if you're looking for something to read, it's going to make you sad and it's going to make you really miss your mom. This book made me want to hug my mom. But the album is really happy. Okay, maybe not really happy, but it's a little bit happier. All right, cool. Let's talk about Maya Hawke. Maya Hawke is on the Record Store Day list this year. I think she's doing 2 singles. Or it's like 2 songs, but it's a single. You know what I'm saying. If I had to pick a favorite nepotism baby, it's Maya Hawke. Ethan Hawke and Uma Thurman created this. But this is only one of her albums. It's called Moss. It's on translucent orange vinyl. I am dying to open it, so please buy it and send me a picture because I can't open it. But yeah, the Spotify scanning codes, once again, we're learning how to do this. Isn't that cool? So if you're in the store just like, oh, I wish I could listen to this. Bam. Easy. Love it. Done. All right. Next. I'll do Casey Musgraves next. Casey Musgraves. Pageant material. And she really is, isn't she? I'll be honest, I don't listen to country music. The reason there aren't country artists in here is because I don't listen to country music and I have nothing to say. But that's awesome if you do. I don't know any of these songs. I do know Golden Hour ones, but I think we're out of stock of that at the moment because it's just so good. I don't know. I admire Casey Musgraves. I like what she stands for. I like that she, I think she's breathing new life into country music. That's just me though. So, anyway, we have a few copies of this in stock now. I hate when people come in here while I'm filming YouTube videos because I just feel like a vlogger. But I'm your favorite vlogger, right? All right, let me know. I want to talk about Mary Charlotte Young. This is her, I don't know if it's her first album. It's the older one that we have in stock. We also have LA, I'm blanking. I don't know. You know what I'm talking about. But Mary Charlotte Young, this is Honky Tonk Eyes. She is local to Bryan College Station, and she tours all around Texas, just being cool and awesome and fun. I don't listen to country. I don't know if she'd call herself country. I think she would. Like country folksy kind of thing. I didn't know what her music sounded like before I started working here, of course. But she came in and dropped off the stack of her new albums. This is, I think, the only place you can get it. You can get it from her or from us. And either way, you're supporting her. I'm in the middle of something.
Or missing important information that could be keeping your customers from finding you on Google. Press 1 now.
I field about 4 of those calls every single day. Okay, but anyway, she walked in here to drop off a stack of her new vinyl. And she walked in and I was like, I want to be Mary Charlotte Young when I grow up. She's like, I don't know, she just gives off such cool vibes. I want to be her. She made this album art herself, I'm pretty sure. So anyway, it's a good one. If you're looking for something new, I would highly recommend. If you're wanting to support local artists, highly recommend. All right, if you don't want to support local artists, that's fine, but you can listen to Adele. 30. I think this is Oh, we moved our, we used to have frames over here. We moved them. I think this is the only one we have in stock right now, but I like Adele, but I don't really listen to her music very much because I get really sad. And I know that I've branded myself accordingly, but these ones make me sad for real. Like, I feel like I can't chillax and listen to this. I Drink Wine. You've heard me say this before on this channel. Easy on Me makes me cry. I made a new genre section recently. If you've been to our store in person, we've got genre sections. So one says Slay. One is the Hurricane Harry soundtrack. That is a country bar in town. Music for barbecuing. Do you go to coffee shops or have a Letterboxd account? That kind of thing. So I made one that says albums that make us cry. I put this in here because it does. So, to be completely candid with you. Okay. Up next, women in music. I keep forgetting what the topic of this video is because I'm just having so much fun. Physical Thrills by Silver Sun Pickups. Now, you're going to be like, wait, that's a guy that sings, but the bass player is a girl, and she sings Alone on a Hill, Nicki Moninger. I'm talking about Silver Sun Pickups because I saw Silver Sun Pickups in Fort Worth when they came last week or whatever. Me and my dad have really been into Silver Sun Pickups since I was a child. They've been making music since 2006. I was a wee child. This album's really good. It grew on me. I wasn't super into it, and then I saw it live, and now I'm really into it. Alone on a Hill is my favorite. I like Stillness, Way Beyond, of course. I think they also played Empty Nest. Anyway, it's a good one. They are great live. They bring the energy, and I want to be Nicki Moninger when I grow up, like full stop, you know. I think she's great. I swear we made eye contact like 4 times. Nikki, if you're watching this, let me know. But yeah, they are big supporters of indie record stores. This is, I actually have the store copy. I don't know why I didn't, hang on. This is an indie exclusive. They made a special video for us, and I posted it, and they commented on it whenever this album came out, you know. But I want to show you the Violet vinyl. Is that what it's called? Yeah, indie exclusive Violet. It's beautiful, gorgeous. And we still have a bunch of copies left, so I would purchase if I were you. Alrighty, we just got a few more here. Everyone knows about Boy Genius. The album's coming out at the end of the month. We have 1 copy of their first album still in, but I wasn't going to highlight it because it's going to go fast, because if I know Boy Genius, it will. But speaking of Boy Genius, we're actually sold out of Lucy Dacus and Julian Baker right now, but we have Phoebe Bridgers. I didn't include Stranger in the Alps because I know that you know Stranger in the Alps. Everyone does. But I wanted to highlight Copycat Killer. This is black vinyl, but I love it. Basically, she took 4 songs off Punisher. It's Kyoto, Savior Complex, Chinese Satellite, and Punisher. And she did an acoustic orchestral version with Rob Moose. I love her hype stickers for every single record that she's got. So it's an EP. It is $27.99 for an EP. I understand, but I do want you to know that I paid it immediately when we got it in because hello. It's gorgeous, makes me cry. I love her. Moving on. I've been trying to gatekeep Phoebe Bridgers for a year or 2 now, and I've finally, now that she's opening for Taylor Swift on her tour, I don't think I can gatekeep her anymore, and I'm depressed because I saw her for $30 this summer, and that is a thing of the past. So you're welcome for sharing that with you. Last but not least, certainly not least, probably my favorite on the list is Puberty 2 by Mitski. I love Mitski. When I introduce people to Mitski, I say I'm Mitskifying them. I have Mitskified my dad. He really likes the song Your Best American Girl, which is funny because he's the target audience for that. But listen, so this is a follow-up to her 2014 breakout record, Bury Me at Makeout Creek, which is weird because I thought this came before, but I don't really know much. Her new album's great. Her other albums are great. This one is the best one. I think it's a no-skip album. Once More to See You. I bet on Losing Dogs because, like, really I do. A Burning Hill. Are you kidding me? I love you, Mitski, if you're watching this. She's not watching this. People on Twitter are saying she might retire from like live music and stuff, which I understand because she got TikTokified and the tour, and it was bad. I didn't go, but I saw videos and everyone was like, meh. I hope she doesn't retire, but I mean, if you heard the end of Laurel Hill, it's kind of like, I don't know. It sounded like a goodbye, but I don't want her to say goodbye because I love her. But I do understand because her fan base became a little insufferable through TikTok. Sorry. Anyway, I think that's just because I'm on Twitter too much. But yeah, I love this album. And that concludes Women's History Month. Well, it doesn't, because Women's History Month is all of March, and it should be every day, of course. So yeah, I didn't really give you much of women's history, but someone else will do that. I gave you the women in music that make me happy. So, that being said, you can shop in-store online, CuriousCollectionsTX.com. We love to see it. Follow us on TikTok because I make good ones over there. And we'll see you next time.